We know many of you tuning into this message just want Food Network or HGTV back on your television. At Cablevision, we want nothing more than for this to happen. But this is one of those times when doing the right thing requires standing on some principles. All we want is for Scripps Networks to offer its channels to us, and you, at a fair price. To us, fair isn't the 200% rate increase Scripps Networks has demanded for HGTV and Food Network. Fair isn't yanking 2 channels off TV and holding your own viewers hostage. And fair isn't selling your channels to others at a lower price, then asking us to pay a higher price. That's right. Scripps wants Cablevision and our customers to pay more for their services than they charge other TV providers for the same programming. Now, we know many of you don't care about these details. You just want to watch your favorite shows no matter what they'll cost. But this problem affects every Cablevision TV customer, not just those of you who like Food Network and HGTV. The majority of our customers think the price they pay for TV matters as much as being able to watch all their favorite shows. Now, Scripps has spent a lot of time over the past few days saying they're just looking out for their viewers, their passionate fans. If Scripps Networks were only interested in pleasing their viewers, then they could always sell Food Network or HGTV only to those who want to receive it, like HBO or Showtime. So why can't you just buy Food Network and HGTV? Because Scripps Networks wouldn't allow it. It's easier and more profitable for Scripps to collect subscription fees from all 3 million Cablevision customers, instead of only collecting from those viewers who would agree to pay for the channels. Let's do the math on that. Say Scripps Networks wanted to charge $1 per month for every Cablevision customer. With 3 million customers, this would add up to $36 million a year paid to Scripps. Now, let's say a reasonable estimate of the number of people who regularly watch these channels and would elect to pay to receive them is 8% of our customers. Scripps would have to collect $12 a month from these customers to get that same $36 million. Many customers would elect not to buy Scripps channels at that price. Scripps would also generate lower advertising revenue, since their channels would appear in fewer homes. You can see why Scripps Networks would object to such an arrangement. And that leads us back to where this all started, and why we find ourselves in this dispute. Scripps Networks has demanded a 200% fee increase. In these tough economic times, our priority is to keep cable TV rates in check. In fact, Cablevision's cable television rates have only increased by an average of 3% over the past 5 years. So what's the difference between 3% and 200%? Quite a lot. The major reason cable rates go up is because of higher programming costs. In fact, we haven't raised prices for our high-speed internet or our phone products for the last 7 years. Why the difference? Because there are no programming costs associated with providing these popular services. Scripps believes the increase they're talking about is just pennies. In fact, the president of the Food Network has said, "We're talking about pennies here that wouldn't affect Cablevision's customers' monthly bills." She's also described Scripps' demands as pennies on top of pennies, and added, "It's our position that cable bills shouldn't go up." To most people, a $20 million increase is not just pennies. And in fact, these increases do have an effect on customers' bills. Lastly, Scripps has tried to compare Food Network and HGTV to some channels Cablevision owns. They say we pay the MSG networks more than we pay Food Network and HGTV. This is like comparing apples and oranges. Here's why. Food Network and HGTV reach about 100 million homes across the country. This means they can generate revenue from licensing fees, advertising, and other sources nationwide. MSG and MSG Plus are regional sports networks and are limited by the NBA and the NHL to be distributed only in specific local television markets. Because of these limitations, MSG and MSG Plus reach just over 10 million homes and have much less potential to generate subscription and advertising revenue, not to mention the significantly higher costs associated with producing more than 450 live professional sporting events each year. So what happens now? Cablevision will continue to work with Scripps to reach a deal that is fair to everyone. We understand the frustrations of viewers who enjoy Food Network and HGTV. We are sorry that Scripps has pulled its channels and put all of us in this difficult position. Our actions in this matter are not arbitrary or irrational. We are not just trying to be tough. We're trying to do the right thing for all of our customers, whether they watch these channels or not. We ask for, and thank you for, your understanding.